Hey, what's up everybody? We are back today with a complete guide on how to solo Gorefist. Now, two quick things before we get started here. First, there are links to various sections of the video down in the video description. Use them at your own discretion, hurt my feelings, and skip ahead if you want. Second, I am making this video from a new player's perspective. I'm assuming you're on normal difficulty, not on New Game Plus, and you don't have the best upgraded weapons, gear, mods, and about 400 trait points to spend to buff up your character. As the late great Yoda once said, the only things in there are what you take with you, so let's talk about consumables, gear, and mods. On the consumables front, I would suggest you bring oilskin, bandages, bloodwort, and ammo boxes with you. The oilskin tonics are great for clearing the root disease that you can become infected with if you stand in the cloud that is left behind by the ads as they explode, or if you try to go hug one, either or. The bandages help clear the bleed damage that can sometimes be applied to you by the boss when he hits you with his sword. The bloodwort potions are great for just about every fight. They're good in a pinch to give you a little healing over time. And finally, the ammo boxes. They're a nice to have, not really required in this fight. There are a few of them scattered throughout the map, and as you kill the ads, they're going to be dropping some ammo as well. On the topic of gear and mods, I don't think there's one best quote-unquote setup for this, at least not in my opinion. However, when I tangle with Gorefist, I love to use the hunting rifle and slot the Hunter's Mark mod in it. The hunting rifle puts out a fairly decent amount of damage even early on. It can one-shot the exploding ads that spawn during this fight. The Hunter's Mark mod is invaluable in this fight. When you activate it, it gives you X-ray vision so that you can see the ads that spawn as they come at you from a good distance, so that way they don't wind up surprising you or sneaking up on you as you're trying to battle with Gorefist. I also like to use the SMG with the Hotshot mod as my alternate weapon for this fight. It allows you to apply a damage over time burning effect to Gorefist. This means that while you're moving around, and most importantly away from him, he's still taking a bit of damage. Depending on your choice of character class, you may need to visit the gear or mod vendor to purchase one or more of these items, and if you don't know where to get the SMG, it's super easy to pick up. There's a guide for it linked down in the video description below. Alright, enough prep work, let's talk about the boss. The first thing to know about Gorefist is, unlike some of the other bosses you will encounter later in the game, Gorefist does not have anything that you could refer to as a weak point. It's a place on his body that you could shoot and do extra damage. He doesn't have anything like that, so there's no real spot that you really want to aim for. He's pretty spray and pray friendly. The next thing to know about Gorefist is that all throughout the fight, little pink exploding ads will be spawning. You'll know they are coming for you by using your Hunter's Mark ability along with hearing this sound. That sound means they are headed your way. If you take one to the face, they will explode and do damage to you, along with applying a degree of the root disease. Take too many and you will become infected with root disease and have to pop an oilskin potion in order to clear it. Gorefist himself has two different phases that he alternates between during this fight. There's his normal, I'm going to use this giant piece of metal to smash you mode, where if you keep your distance from him, he will just run at you with his sword and then try to smash you with it when he gets close. You can see this attack coming from a mile away, so it can be fairly easy to avoid with a well-timed dodge. Gorefist's other mode is his enraged, I'm going to really smash you with this giant piece of metal mode. You'll see him morph into this enraged state at various intervals during the fight. When he enrages, he usually will launch into a series of 3 back-to-back sweeping melee attacks that you will have a very hard time avoiding if you're not far enough away from him when he begins them. I highly suggest that when he enrages, you back way off. You don't want to be near him when he does those 3 swings at all. After he gets those out of his system though, he will also run at you in a very similar fashion as he does when he's not enraged and try to smash you with his sword. Again, a well-timed dodge will help you get out of the way. Alright, there are a few items of note that you should know about on this map. Now, I've already cleaned up the boss to make it easier to show them to you. You can see where we're at on the mini-map right now. This is the room that you start in when you first get into this area. If you head through here and around to the left, you're going to want to go up these stairs, and around to your left, you're going to find an ammo box. You may need that in this fight with this boss. That's why I wanted to point this one out to you. Once you have found that one though, if you still need another, if you come out the door and head all the way across, you're going to see another ammo box sitting over there on that barrel. So there's 2 free ammo boxes in this room if you need them during the fight. If you don't, at least you know where they are. You can pick them up after the fight. Once you have those though, there are also 2 crates that are always in here for me. Heading around to the right, take note of this green chair. This tells you we're in the right area. There's a little half floor in here that is in between the first floor and the second floor. And next to this staircase, you're going to find a crate that you can open up. It's going to give you some loot. Alright, and there is one more that's guaranteed to spawn. We'll pop down here. And it's all the way over here at the exit. So we'll run over the exit and check that out real quick. And it's right here. So the 2 ammo boxes and these 2 crates are always in here for me when I fight him. I fought him way too many times to count. And they're always here, otherwise I wouldn't mention them. So you don't need to bring ammo boxes to the fight if you don't want to. You can always pick up 2 free during the fight. And there is a little extra loot to grab during or after. Alright, let's talk about the loot you get from Gorefist and what it will craft into. We're back at Ward 13. We're going to chat up our friendly neighborhood mod vendor, tell her let's trade, and see that we picked up the Flesh Barb from Gorefist, and that'll let us craft the Mantle of Thorns. You can see its description there. I won't bother reading it to you. But no, in order to craft it, you're going to need 500 scrap and 5 aluminite crystal. If you are interested in seeing the full and complete boss battle in its entirety, stay tuned. After this, I will include it at the end of the video, but that's going to wrap us up for this one. If you guys have questions, comments, or concerns, share them with me in the comments section below. But if you got anything out of the video, I sure would appreciate a like on the video or a sub on the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.